coming to you live from Montecasino this afternoon in Johannesburg. Our special guest has arrived, Katherine Jenkins. Welcome on Martin Bester Drive. Good to have you.
Thanks, I'm glad to be here. Nice to see you.
I'm glad you made it through our peak traffic.
Oh, well, I didn't have to come far, actually.
You didn't have to come far, right? Welcome. Listen, I know that you've been interviewed by the likes of Piers Morgan, am I right?
Yes.
Graham Norton.
Yes.
Right, I'm going to try my best. Okay. I really am. I don't know if it's going to be as entertaining as Graham Norton.
Really?
Yeah.
You haven't got any dogs to sing to me or
no.
man allowed to duet with? So.
I'm a lot more sober than Graham Norton, right about
He
now.
does love a little glass of wine while he's...
Doesn't he?
I think he does.
Yeah, I, amongst other things. But okay, so we're not here to talk about, but we're talking about all the... Are you Welsh?
I am Welsh. I'm from South Wales near Swansea.
Oh, I love the accent. I really do. So many famous people from Wales. I mean, you get Catherine Zeta-Jones, Tom Jones, Duffy Jones, Deep Purple Jones, Bonnie Tyler Jones, and then Katherine Jenkins. What happened?
Well,
do you know any Joneses?
Well, yes, and the funny thing is I'm engaged to be married to a Jones.
Love it. Absolutely.
But Jenkins is like the second, probably most common name as well.
Once you become Katherine Jenkins Jones, you will be from Wales. All right?
Yes.
It's gonna help.
5 jaar eerste woord, traffic.
Our guest on the show this afternoon, Katherine Jenkins. Did you get any of that whatsoever?
I was actually looking on in amazement. That sounds like a language I have never heard, and Welsh is pretty hard. But
yeah, it's called Afrikaans, but you know you're good with languages.
I am. I was trying to work out this. It sounds like so many different.
What does it sound like to you? Because you studied Italian, German, French, Russian. Am I right?
Yeah, but it sounds more German to me.
Does it? Yeah, it's got
yeah,
it's got German roots.
Okay,
for sure.
That's fascinating. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna have to learn some phrases.
So before you go, we'll teach you some
okay,
Italian, German, French, Russian, and Afrikaans.
Okay, yes, I can add that to my CV.
Absolutely. What's your favorite language of those foreign ones?
Just singing Italian because it helps itself. It's easier to sing. But I love singing in French, and Welsh is pretty easy to me. So.
What intimidates you? I mean, you have sung before the Queen, am I right?
Yes.
You have sung at the Pope John Paul's Silver Jubilee, many other great occasions. What really intimidates you?
Oh my gosh! Well, I don't get nervous anymore. I used to. I used to get very nervous to the point where I used to sort of damage my performance, and used to get the better of me. But then when I signed my record deal, the very first thing I did was I sang at the England-Wales rugby match. And there were 74,000 people in the crowd, and millions watching at home. I was so nervous I couldn't sleep all week. And then it happened and I enjoyed it, and it will never be that bad ever again. So I feel like I was thrown in at the deep end, and now it's cured me.
Shame, you must be very nervous when you sing at the South Africa World Cup. Hey.
Hopeful, but we never win. You're just too good.
You started off beautifully for the Welsh. So
Thank you.
Doesn't always end up beautifully, but
come on, leave it now. Don't be nasty.
Oh,
Rub it in.
You know. Do you follow cricket at all?
A little bit. I am more of a rugby girl. I sang at the opening of the Ashes when it was in Wales.
Let's stop it now, just name dropping. Listen, now, apart from the singing, you do many other things. Television modelling. Used to.
Yeah.
You also, I think you modelled at one of Naomi Campbell's events, am I right?
Oh yeah. Well, Naomi has a charity fashion show.
Did you like that?
Oh my God, no.
Why not?
To be quite honest, I had to have a few drinks to get down the catwalk. It was
really?
It was all a bit too much. I'm used to when it's within my comfort zone, but you know, when you're walking down with the supermodels, it's a little bit like, yeah, you need a little bit of Dutch courage, I think.
You're the only opera singer that can do it.
Really?
Many of the others that just want to do it on the catwalk.
Very daunting.
Yeah. We, on a more serious note, we have something in that this radio station backs quite heavily towards the end of the year. Is an event called Sisters with Blisters. It is an event that takes a stand against the abuse of women and children in this country. And I want to get your thoughts on that in a moment, and also a special story that I'm sure you can share with us, and that you would understand why we take such a strong stand against that issue. That's all coming up for you. Katherine Jenkins on Martin Bester Drive, live from Montecasino. I'm very happy to see that on the 10th your big gala event where you'll be performing, the Katherine Jenkins Gala Charity Banquet on the 10th of March at Sandton Convention Centre, that you'll be supporting charities in our country through that gala event. Topsy Foundation is there, kids clinics for abused children, African Children's Feeding Scheme, and also CHOC, Childhood Cancer Foundation of South Africa.
Yeah.
Good for you. Is that something that's close to you? Is that something that's important to you?
I think, you know, always being involved in charity is important. My mum has brought us up like that anyway, but I think as well, when you're lucky to be having success or, you know, happy in what you're doing, I think you have to give something back, and so it's going to be great that, you know, people will benefit out of what we're doing.
Is it, use the word lucky now, which is also what you described your experience growing up? You had a bad experience. We're talking about abuse. Does it make it more real for you if you can relate to it closer or more personally?
I think, of course, you've got to choose charities that, you know, have something to do with you, a reason why you would feel passionately about them. So yeah, I mean, I went through a bit of a strange thing when I was a student. I was on my way. I assume you're talking about this.
Yes.
I was attacked on the way home one day from a night out and nearly raped. Well, the man tried to rape me. Luckily enough, I was able to run off. And
fantastic.
He did hit me and whatever, but you know, he didn't do what he wanted to do. And then it's one of those things that you go through and you wish that nobody else will go through. So I do understand in some way.
Good on you for supporting our charities.
Oh,
really. And if you ever come back to South Africa, I'm sure you've got a couple of pairs of high heels. We invite you to come and walk.
Sounds like my kind of event. I was born in heels.
You don't know how far they have to walk in heels. Christmas actually agrees with your stamp, because she didn't agree with your stamp yesterday. Just so, by the way, we had a little chat.
Did you not agree with Richard Gere?
I think that he can be sexy, but he's more my mum's kind of.
It is Paul Weasley and Ian Somerhalder, the two lead characters from The Vampire Diaries, also known as Damon and Steven Salvatore. They're from The Vampire Diaries. Do you approve? Do you approve? Yes. Okay!
Which one do you choose? There was a pause and then there was a yes.
Which one do you choose? Which one's your favourite? The one on the right.
Because it is Tuesday. Tuesday is Tuesday.
Oh, I see.
So you have to choose one.
Yeah, okay.
Which one?
Yeah, definitely the one on the right.
Ian.
The one on the right.
Yes.
Okay. Well, go to our blog. There are pictures up there. Also a link from Facebook. Go and see if you agree with Janina and with Katherine. Did you also choose the one on the right?
Ook die regterkant sien Ian.
So far, the one on the right. So when is the big day? You were talking about your fiancé, Mr. Jones.
Mr. Jones.
Yes.
Oh, not yet. Next year sometime. So it just happened. So
It's just happened now.
Well, recently, yes. So it'll be sometime next year.
Was it traditional? Is there a Welsh way of proposing?
No, it's normal.
Because the Welsh
I get really embarrassed about talking about this.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
I'm just not very good at it.
Okay. Because the Welsh have very specific ways of celebrating things. Someone here on the SMS line said, please tell Katherine Happy St. David's Day.
Well, it is St. David's Day.
Yeah.
It's Dydd Gael Dewi Sam Tapis in Welsh.
The what?
That's it in Welsh.
Oh.
Yeah, there was.
Okay. And you said that the South African hotel where you currently staying, actually they picked up on the fact that it's, you know, that St. David's Day. And they did a special thing for you.
It was so lovely. They put in my room a big bunch of yellow flowers because the national flower is daffodil. And they very kindly put leeks all around.
Oh, that's a bit daft.
Yeah, all around the vase, and they smell really strongly.
I'm sure. Why would they do that? Why would they do that?
But I was very touched by that.
All right. I'm so glad they're looking after you. Even though I'm so proud of that hotel, hey, with the whole St. David's Day thing.
They have been lovely, and everyone I've met's been lovely.
Good. Talking about lovely, you need to suggest the sexy stamp of approval for tomorrow, and make him Welsh.
Make him Welsh.
All right, but think about it.
Okay, what about the lead singer of the Stereophonics? Kelly Jones.
I'll have to check it out and approve it first, obviously, but that's a good suggestion.
do you like the Stereophonics? Do you listen to all kinds of different genres?
I do. I listen to everything, you know, not just classical music. I'm probably away from singing. That I don't listen to anything like that. I listen to, you know, people like Adele and Jessie J and Bruno Mars and Beyonce, and you know, anything that's current that's not related to what I do.
Who's your big idol?
Probably somebody like Beyonce, or you know, going back somebody like Barbra Streisand. You know, I think she's amazing. And
she was singing. Do you see her singing at the Grammys?
Do you know what? I missed that bit. I wish I'd seen that, but I was very lucky because I got to go to her house and sing for her birthday. So
you sang for Barbra Streisand at her birthday.
That's the biggest name drop yet.
Yeah, I just want to say you dropped something there. No, but that's worth mentioning. And what was her response? I mean, that must be intimidating, because singing to someone like I would imagine the same counts for Celine Dion if you had to sing in front of her, because very critical.
Well,
very saying, okay, so Katherine Jenkins.
I wasn't prepared at all, because I went to this party. It was for her birthday. I got, invited by David Foster, who made my album at the very last minute.
You dropped something there.
I know, no, sorry. And then as I walked in, they said, well, you should really be singing for Barbra. And all of a sudden the room filled up. I'm going to name drop again, just to warn you, that as I was singing, there was, Hugh Jackman. That's another one. Ooh,
I haven't had that one.
And that's my number one choice. You put that down.
All right. Tomorrow is 60
Jackman, Warren Beatty, Sidney Poitier, they were all standing there. And right in the middle of them all was Barbra Streisand. She was standing there, almost like a Bond villain, because she had the dog Samantha, who she was holding, and she was stroking the dog like this.
Like a portrait.
And then I got to talk to her afterwards, and she was absolutely lovely.
How's that for a room?
Yeah, I know.
How
crazy.
is that for a room? And did it go down well? I'm sure
it was. Yeah, it was surreal. To be singing to all these people, and it somehow went well, even though I didn't think I was going to do it. And I just couldn't wait to get out and call my mum. Tell her back in Wales, you never guess who I've been singing for.
And all those famous people like Barbra, who, no, really, here she is. You travel. You even went to Iraq. Singing Barbra Streisand, singing Pope, Queen, and then also the troops in Iraq. Am I right?
Yes, I've been to Iraq and Afghanistan
several
times.
That was a rough ride for you, wasn't it?
Well, the first time I went to Iraq, you fly everywhere by helicopter from the base to do the shows, and we got fired up by a ground-to-air missile.
What's that about?
Suddenly you know about it because the flares go off, and all I could hear was missile alert rear, missile alert rear, and I honestly thought, this is it. I'm going down here, and they were amazing. They landed us kind of choppy because they have to try and avoid the missile, but we landed and we went on to the next base, and you don't really think about it any more than that. These guys are dealing with this every day, so you can't complain. Exactly.
There's a bit of perspective for you right there. Now listen, you've obviously sung to and with some of the greatest names in the music business, and of course working with David Foster.
Amazing, and he's a genius.
Isn't he?
I feel very, very lucky to have made the album with him, and it's my most commercial crossover, it's a huge range of different kinds of music, but it was really fun to make.
Have you heard of Kaptein Skuim?
No.
Okay.
What is that?
He's a character that sings on this show every Tuesday.
Okay.
It's just a suggestion, use it, don't use it. You want to put the headphones on, I'll play you a little bit. And be honest. Just be honest. No, what do you think? He made a special song for the Cricket World Cup.
Okay.
Alright, so let's see if this... he plays as well.
Here comes our team, the Proteas. Here comes our team, and I say it's alright.
That's his audience.
Little AB, eat us another century.
Honestly, what do you think?
It's catchy.
There's a quote. we will get a drop in a moment. Hi, I'm Katherine Jenkins, and this is Kaptein Skuim. Or hi, I'm Katherine Jenkins. I would like to do a duet with Kaptein Skuim.
You want me to say this now?
Okay. Right, just hold on. I just want to record it if you don't mind. Okay, go.
How do I say it? Kaptein
Skuim. Oh, sorry. Kaptein
Skuim.
Yeah, that's a good.
Hi, I'm Katherine Jenkins, and I want to do a duet with Kaptein Skuim.
No, you don't.